Dearest gentle reader, season 4, episode 1, let's talk. All right, y'all, listen. So I'm all caught up. I did my Bridgerton rewatch from seasons 1 to 3. I watched the first episode of season 4. I stopped because I gotta talk to y'all. You know what? I'll tell you what I don't want to see first. I don't want to see another Bridgerton male or a main suitor of the season start off as a rake and then end up choosing a wife just for the sake of choosing a wife for the season. We've seen that happen already. We've seen it happen with the Duke. Okay, we've seen it happen with Anthony. We've seen it happen with Colin in Penelope voice. And now we're about to see it happen again with Benedict. And it's gonna be interesting because yeah, they were rakes, but Benedict, he raking in both yards. Okay, I ain't judging the man, but he in both yards. He at home, he raking in Home Depot and Lowe's. He in the front yard and the backyard. Okay, so what Violet say, like Violet was talking to him, you know, she showed up at his place and he was drunk. And she was like, don't embarrass me this season. We still have to find suitors for Eloise and Hyacinth and Gregory. And Benedict is like, well, Anthony, he's the guy who's supposed to hold the honor. And Violet's like, don't embarrass me. It's like, listen, you might get embarrassed this season, Violet, because Benedict, he out there and he not hiding it either. He doing it in public and he doing it in like public private. Okay, so get ready, girl. What else I wanted to say in that regard? I feel like, and then let's say, okay, Benedict and Eloise are very similar. They are like outliers of society. It's because the way they are. They're like they question societal rules. They don't want to just conform to the norm. Eloise and Benedict. Benedict is like this free spirit, very Renaissance man, very art, in the arts. Eloise is like, I want to be, she would start the feminist movement. She would start that. She wants to work. She wants to build her name, her own rapport. She wants to do all these things. And so it's like the writers are kind of like alluding them to becoming a part of society now. Because it was the comment where like Eloise, she's giving society a chance. So we've seen this arc of her start off from like, now she's hanging out with Cressida season 2, and she's like warming up to the girls of like the Marriage Mart, and now she came back with like what was it, season 3? I think it was season 3. She came back with like a new mindset. She's going to give him a chance. And then like Benedict, towards the end of episode 1, Violet's like, you sound like a new man, and he's like, well, I wouldn't say new. So it's like they're already pushing them into this like this like y'all about to get married. Okay, it's enough for that. They push them in that direction. Even though Eloise is like, I'm going to be a spinster. And Violet is like, hey, you can't just decide that. Like, that's not something you decide. But Eloise she decided. But anyway, if Benedict does find a wife, his wife is just going to have to be like, she's going to have to like be okay with him like being married to her. And he's going to have like some Benedict on the side. Like, I don't want her to be in a marriage where, she's unhappy because she's not enough, So they got to figure that out. I don't know how they're going to figure it out, but they got to figure that out. I feel like a good a good person for Benedict was the woman he was with in the previous seasons where they was already doing that. They was already busting it open in both yards. He needs somebody like that. Anywho, off of Benedict. But I will say, I do like the Cinderella plot. I should say Cinderella, because I love the diversity. We in East Asia now, y'all. We with the Lees, with the Sophies, okay? Sophie came home from that party, and she got back in her servant clothes, and then she was serving the same girls, the Lees, at the party. They was there at the party and she was in there in disguise. So I love this masquerade. Right now, masquerade. Master the merry-go. I love the masquerade party. It was very nice. But yeah, I'm excited to see how this is going to play out. And maybe Benedict does choose her. But like, I don't know how they're going to figure it out. I do not know. Let's talk about Penelope. Listen, I feel like the Lady Whistledown is about to be censored. You know, because it's like, she's already like thinking like, oh, well, if I publish this about these daughters, it's going to ruin them. And then like the queen is like giving her input before the column even comes out. It's all these extra, it's too many hands in a pot, right? So I feel like we're about to get like this watered down version of Lady Whistledown where like before it was just Penelope's input. So she kind of still standing her ground because even at the end of the column, she was like, the queen was like, hey, let's do a parlay. You got a FanDuel account. I got a FanDuel account. You want to wager on Benedict finding a wife? Let's bet. Put your money where your mouth is. And Penelope put in her article, she was like, I wager that he's not going to find a wife, you know? So I think she's still holding, like, it's just like, listen, who you going to be, Penelope? You can't be like taking everybody's advice. You going to be a Wendy Williams, you know, who going to talk mess regardless. You're going to be a shade room. What you going to be? Or you going to be like one of those pages that like just, you know, try to agree with everybody. Like, you know, stick to your pen and do what you was already doing. But I don't think it's going to go well because she's writing about Benedict already and Colin in her bed. It's crazy. Lady Dan. Now, I know Lady Danbury ain't about to retire. Okay, that's my girl. Miss Sharma. That's my girl, Lady Danbury. I still want my own show of Lady Danbury. She said she wants to go travel the world. And the queen was like, no. And I said, Queen Charlotte, you with me? No. You not leaving? What we gonna do without you, Lady Danbury? And that came as low as you can go, Miss Danbury. With these knees, Your Majesty. I love me some Lady Danbury. That's my girl. Listen, if I was in this show, all the suitors trying to find these young women, I'm going after Lady Danbury. Okay. Let me hold your cane, Lady Danbury. All right. And they got Brother Danbury back on the season 2. He's sucking on Violet's wrist. Like, it's something wrong with them. They all vampires in the show. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's move on. Hyacinth, her season going to be hilarious. I can't wait to see her season. It's going to be super funny and very entertaining because like she's like a rebel already in a good way. Gregory, he's out the picture right now, but I wonder if they're going to end up recasting him. I will say by the time they get to Hyacinth and Gregory's season, I would ask for $2 million per episode. Y'all just can't rewrite us now. We've been in, you know, they've been in the season so long. Y'all can't just like cast new people. Like I would ask for the most money possible. It's not the same thing as the Duke being like written out the show because he wanted more money because he was not part of the season 1 main cast anymore. These seasons is coming up featuring them. Like Hyacinth, I would ask for $2 million per episode. Like and if they do recast y'all, the Bridgerton people gonna be upset. So I would do that. Penelope is a star. Look, they coming up to Penelope like she Beyonce at the end. They like, ooh, they were right about me, Penelope, right about me. Like, Penelope was like, yeah, like, you know, it's this interesting dynamic. So we'll see how that plays out. Spencer, do not embarrass me. We seen it, raking in. Yeah, I think that's all I had to say. But yeah, don't tell me what happens in episode 2. I'm going to watch it and I'll give y'all an update until I get to episode 4. But all in all, I'm really excited to see how this plays out, especially with the Cinderella plot. If Benedict gonna choose a wife or not. I hope they just like don't be so predictable. I mean, it's never really is, but like I just hope it's not like, oh yeah, boom, Benedict chooses a wife. All right, next season, you know, Hyacinth chooses a wife. Hyacinth chooses a husband. Boom, Gregory. You know, I just switch it up, do something a little different. But yeah, let me know what y'all thought of episode 1. What's your thoughts on it? All that. Bye.